welcome. My name's Katherine Elizabeth and I am also, I'm a hat designer, but I also run the business Inspiring Creative Women. We have a website for that, a blog, and the Facebook group, so the Facebook private group. So please join that. If you've watched any of these videos in the past, or if you're curious to wonder what Inspiring Creative Women is, please join the Facebook group, join the website, have a look. There's also a freebie on the website for you. And then you can just get into what we're doing and learn about what we're doing. And it's really here to help you, who is an inspiring creative person. We all are creative, but maybe you haven't set up in business yet as a creative person and you want to do that. So I'm here to give tips and advice of what I can give you, and if you join the group, then everybody else in it can also give you tips and advice and help you along the way. So I just want to be able to give back to other people. I've been helped in the past with my millinery business, and I want to be able to give back to other people and get you all set up being creative designers. So yeah, so that's what this Facebook Live is all about. Hi Amanda, oh thanks for joining. Hi Susie, thank you. So I'll just wait a couple of minutes, seconds, just to see if anyone else is coming on, and then we'll start. So today is 10 ways to sell your products. So we're going to go over that. But I was looking up lots of different inspiration things today, and Shopify, which is a place where you can sell your products, they had this amazing blog which was 50 ways to sell your products. So I thought, well, I'll take the 10 that I like, that I think could help. But if you, I'm going to write a blog which is going to put more of them in, and I've not put absolutely every one in, but about 40 of them, because some of them are not relevant. But if you want to read all of it, then just go to Shopify 50 ways to sell your products, and you'll see that. But later on I will do a blog on it. And this week I really want to do a blog post on one of the members, one of you inspiring women who are in the group. So that will be coming up on Thursday. Interesting. And the last one I did was this amazing necklace here by Sheena Bulsara. Can you see that? So this one is by Sheena Bulsara, and in the blog post that I did on the last group member was Sheena, and have a look at her website and things. So that was a really nice blog, because it was asking her what she does in her business, what marketing tips she uses, what processes she's gone through, and finding all that out from her so I can give it to you guys and teach you. And it's just really nice to read how somebody else runs their business. Horik Millinery, hi! Hello, welcome, thank you for joining. Oh, I've got mascara, no I haven't, under my eyes. Christina, hi. Okay, we'll start, brilliant. So 10 ways to sell your products. I'm not going to tell you just basic shops to go to or things online to go to really physically just sell your products, because it's not about just finding the places. You can do that easily. You can find shops to go to, you can find places online to sell your products, but it's not just about going to someone saying, hey, buy from me. There's so many different factors involved in it. Getting to know people, getting to know customers, understanding your customers, doing blogs, doing your target marketing, and there's so many different aspects. So these are 10 that would help you overall get those customers in. So 1, get on Google Places, so that's important. On there you can put up your photos of your products, you can put your address, you put your telephone number if you want to, you don't have to. You can put, if you've got a shop, you can put your opening times, or if you're having customers coming to your premises, maybe your home and you've got a certain area, then you can put that up. There's nothing wrong with working from home. Lots of people do. It's fantastic. Lots of wedding dress designers do. I know they can have rooms and spaces, and lots of milliners do that. It can really save on spending out on a big studio, especially when you're starting out. I started off working from home. What did I do? I didn't have people coming to it, but I went out, so I advertised it. And then I went out to the clients, I found out their address and went to their home, and that's how I started. And then I also started by selling in some bridal shops. So it was a sale or return at first, and then they started buying and they started sending me clients. So I would make something for them to go with the dress that the bridal designer was making. So then I would get, they would take a little commission, and then I would get the rest of it. I could go into store as well as see the clients and things, and that's how I did it. And then I got my own studio when I started off. Well, I come from Somerset, so I started off there. But when I moved from that up to London, I started off in Richmond, and I got a studio there, which was a really reasonable price, and that was great to get people into. for the next stage. Okay, so get onto Google Places. It's Google's answer to Yellow Pages. Even if you haven't made any money, you are going to want to be found on Google Places. Even if you don't want anybody to come to your house, fine. You can just sort of list a little bit of the address, or don't list the address at all, just put it in there, just have your images and things like that, and saying that you're a company on there. It's free, and like I say, you can add photos, addresses and everything else. So that's number one. Number two, SEO. That might sound a bit nerdy and a bit boring, but when you actually get into it, it's really interesting. So search engine optimization is SEO. It says, this is what I've been collecting today, so I'm just going to read from my notes. It's considered by some as the holy grail of internet marketing. Get your website seen on the first page of Google. This is the way to do it. So you need it to go up the ranks. So you want to be doing all of the different steps and the little tricks, and doing your tag words and your keywords and your blogs, and getting links, people to link to your site, and this is all SEO. Maybe you writing about people on your blog and then linking back to theirs. So good links are fabulous for getting your website up. Also putting things on social media and putting in your website address, then that's good for links as well to get it higher up. So SEO is really important. If you can get someone to do it for you, amazing. If you know anybody who's a good webby techie person, then do that, because it can be time consuming. But if you could just go in and Google like the best 10 top tips of SEO, then it will just really help you, and you can then plan out what you want to do. And if you'd like me to do a blog on it, then let me know, because I can do that and list it all, because it's quite interesting. Number three, learn from web analytics. So if you do have a website, then get some Google Web Analytics sorted out. So then you can see your customers coming in, when they leave, how long they stay on a page. If they're on that page, if they come onto your website and they leave within a second, and everybody's doing that, then you might wonder why. If they're hopping around and they land on certain pages and spend longer on that page, then you know that that one's probably really good as a selling page. That's what they find interesting. Other pages that they don't go on at all, maybe you want to get rid of those then, or you want to do something about them to make them more interesting. See how long they spend on your blog, So this is all good to work out your customers and work out who they are and where they come from. Because when I go on mine, you can actually see what link they've come from. So if you've got something in an online blog, then you can see where that person has come from and going to you. So you can see which magazines have really worked for you and which haven't. But if you don't have any of that, you can see if they're coming from Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, any of this. So it's good to see and good to know. Hi Chitwa, hi, you haven't come on before. And Evelyn, hi, welcome, thank you for coming. Right, so that's learn from web analytics. Might sound a bit techie again, but it is good and interesting and useful and must be done. 4, get product reviews. So a unique benefit of getting product reviews from other websites that can help increase your brand credibility and trustworthiness, in addition to word of mouth. So obviously we have word of mouth, but if you can get other people to review your work on their website, and that's brilliant. And if they can do a link back to you, fantastic, because that's great. Like I was saying earlier, links, but get other people to review your product on their site. But also, if you set up your, what I said earlier, get on Google Places, then people can put reviews on that, and you can say to your best customers, could you leave me a little review? Do you mind, give you a free hat as bribes, but you could do. Just say, could you give me a bit of a review if you found that the service was good? If not, fine, but if you could, that would be fantastic. So that's useful on Google Places, and get your products reviewed. 5, press releases. So write a press release, really important. Learn how to be newsworthy, and craft press releases that rise above the noise. Because they get hundreds a day, all these journalists, and you think, oh my god, there's no point, because when I send it, I get crickets, nobody says anything to me. But don't give up, keep going, because you might send out 300, but you could get one amazing magazine saying, brilliant, love your work, write about you, and that's it, you just take off. I heard a story the other day about a company, it was a fashion company, and they had about 400 and something likes. And what did they go up to? They got something on one of these Stepford Wives, and then they just shot up to like 100,000 or something ridiculous. So it's useful and great to get a good press release and get it out there, because you don't know who's going to see it and you don't know who's going to take you up on it. And then you just need to write it so it's interesting. Try and think of what's going on in your life and what's going on in your work and your products to be really interesting and grab attention, because that's what they want. You know, otherwise they're not going to do anything. If you can get not even a celebrity, but celebrity would be amazing, but you know, just an influencer, some great blogger to write about you, or you find a great YouTuber and they talk about you or tweet about you or Facebook about you, then that'd be fantastic. So write a press release, learn how to be newsworthy, rise above the noise. Influencers, get them, which is TV celebrities, TV shows, bloggers and YouTubers talking about your work. 6, build your email list. It's important as you can. It's important because then you can send blogs to people. So obviously if you've got an email list, you can send blogs, you can send newsletters. If you haven't got anyone on your list, then you can't talk to anyone. Get a Facebook group, get a Facebook, what do you call them, like page, business page, so then people can follow you, and all your social medias. And then try and get them to go on your website. Have an opt-in page, give a little freebie, tips and tricks, so that they sign up. Then you have your email, their email address. Then you can nurture them, write to them, give them tips. If you're a hat designer, then you can give them tips on hat making. You can show your collection. You can talk about what you're doing. And then, like I said before, in another video, you do 3 things which are interesting for them, and then 1 sales pitch. So if you've got that email list, at the end of the day you can start selling to them. So great for building relationships and selling in the future. Have your opt-in page and then people can sign up. Okay, so that's number 6. Number 7, promote via Facebook ads if you want to do that. So promote via Facebook ads is a great way of getting everyone knowing. You can also promote your posts, but I hear a lot of people saying that this isn't as good as Facebook ads, so Facebook ads will be better. 8, get a stand at a show or a market that's already sold your products. Not your products, but products similar to yours. So if you find one and it's a craft market, then make sure they have sold bags or hats or whatever it is you're doing before in the past, because then just make sure it's relevant to you and it's going to be good. So get a stand or show that has already sold the products that you're making. Handmade shows, there's British handmade luxury company, I can't remember what it's called. So there's handmade shows, there's luxury shows, or even go abroad and start selling abroad if that works for you. You could do a show in Dubai, you know, you could do a show in Australia, you could go off. Whatever works best for you, but to look into some other shows. Try not to spend too much on it, because you just got to think about what you're getting back, and if you're doing it for branding purposes or if you're doing it for selling purposes. So if it's just selling, then you want to make sure you're going to be able to sell enough to make your money back. But if you've got enough money to spend on branding, then you can go for the big shows, you know, £3,000 maybe, and then you're going to have hundreds of people coming and seeing your product. So the 9, sell wholesale to other retailers, go and see shops, contact local ones, or ones out of your area. So wholesale, you can do trade shows, you can go around trade shows and find you know, other shops or boutiques that you might want to work with. You can get out in your car and actually go around travelling around different counties and towns and seeing which ones would work for you. If there's no shops in your area, then just venture out. When I started years ago, I got in the car and went to Salisbury, Winchester, all the sort of really nice towns which are reasonably wealthy. You can only find one shop in that town because they only really like you to sell to one. So you go around, talk to them, find the best one, see if they want your products, move on then to the next town, and you can just build up like that if you've got time. Otherwise you could do it by email and really target them. So wholesalers and other retailers, make sure you get your pricing right as well, because you don't want to be doing all this work, getting the orders in, spending hours doing it and not having enough money to cover your time. So just make sure you're earning enough money if you do wholesale, and you're happy with it and you can make on time and you can make enough, and then go out there and get them. 10, trade shows. So you've got Top Draw, Pure, even Fashion Week. if you want to do that. So Top Drawer Pure Fashion Week. I'm sure there are other smaller trade shows, and then there's wedding fairs and wedding trade shows if you want to do those, if you're in that industry. Be careful again, make sure they have got enough people coming around. Sometimes they say they've got 200, but then maybe 50 of those will be the bride and the rest will be all of her entourage. So just, choose one which you've got more people coming to and that you've had good recommendations about, and it's a good show. So I quickly go over them again. So that's 10. 1, get on Google Places. 2, get search engine optimization, it's SEO, learn about that. 3, learn about web analytics and get some Google Web Analytics for your website. And then study that, see where your customers are coming from, where you could market again in the future, because you see where they're coming from, we can put your ads if you're doing adverts. 4, get product reviews, so get people to review your products on their sites and say, this is fantastic, this amazing hat, this amazing bag, oh my god, I can't live without it. Get them to write like that. And then also people can put reviews on your Google Places when you get that sorted. 5, write press releases, make them interesting, get influencers. 6, build your email list. 7, promote via Facebook ads. Sorry, my thing is funny. 7, promote via Facebook ads. 8, get a stand at a show or a market, handmade show or British luxury show, even abroad. 9, sell to wholesalers. 10, trade shows. So I hope that helps a little bit. But there are a lot more, and I'll do a blog post about it. Oh, thank you, Alexandra. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Fantastic. Have you got any tips? Because you've got amazing business. So if you've got any tips, write them below as well, please. Or in the group, because that'd be really interesting. Number 11, got a little extra. Delegate and get things done. So the hardest thing is to actually get all these things done. We've got all of this stuff. So when you're first, just got the notes here. So when you're first starting out, it feels like the entire weight of the world is on your shoulders, which you can do. We always have these moments. You must look at your business and calculate a way to decide which tasks to do yourself and which ones other people should do, which you should delegate to. So which tasks you do yourself, which ones you should delegate in order to run your business effectively and maximise sales. So we can't do everything. Who can you go to do some work for you? Can you go to Fiverr or Elance? Is that still going? But Fiverr is one of them where you can go and you can see other people who can do things for you. They could do website bits for you. They can, they bid, so you can work out how much they're going to cost, and you can go for the cheapest one or the best one, whichever one you want. Just put up there what you need to be done, and then you've got people to help you. You can also ask for other people to help you make. You could get someone to come in one day a week, and you can teach them, and then they can make for you. So you can get your website done, you can get PDFs done, you can get some people to write your blogs for you. So it's just working out what you need help in and trying to get that help, and you can get it without spending an absolute fortune. Just try and sort of think of good ways and good people. So that's Fiverr. So I wrote down here that I heard the other day. Ooh, I am now going. Ooh, sorry, mascara under the face. I heard the other day about a designer who was designing bags for a long time, and then she was doing okay, but not brilliantly. If the lady's listening who told me, I was telling a story. And then she designed bags which were all glittery, and she could personalise them, and that's really in right now. She did it in fab colours, fab glitter, great shapes and patterns on the bags. So quite simple bags, but the idea was really good. And then she got taken up by Handmade, what's it called? Handmade on the High Street, sorry. Made on the High Street. And that took off as well. And then she met somebody who actually who said, oh, come in and help you with marketing and PR. So she's just done really well. So she was working for years. Then she stumbled across this great idea. Then she got onto the High Street shop. Then somebody came along and said they would like to help her with PR and marketing, and came into her business. I'm not sure if she is actually in her business or not, or if she works on the side for it, but never mind. That's just really nice. So she got a really good break, and now she's doing really, really well. So it's I should actually get her to write something on our blog as well, and explain how she's done it all, because you know, you keep going and try, and then you'll get there in the end. It's the people that give up that obviously don't get anywhere. Sometimes it's here to test us and see how far we're going to go before we give up. But it's at that point where you're going to give up that it starts to happen. So over that hill, over that fear point, and then, you know, it'll start to happen for you. You just reevaluate as well your designs and see what you can do and see what's trending, what's out there, what's cool, what you could do to be on trend, so that then the PR and the press and magazines will pick up on you because you're doing the latest thing. So have a look at that as well. Fab. Hi Karen. Hi, nice to meet you on Facebook. Anyone got any questions or anything? I'll just go through. Thank you, Katherine. Always great food for thought. Thank you, Amanda. Davy, sorry, we've just finished, but you can watch the replay. So it was 10 ways to sell your products. Marketing, Alexander, marketing ads for Google and Facebook ads. Google remarketing much cost effective than Google ads. True, so Google remarketing is better than Google Facebook ads. Yeah, I'm going to do Facebook ads soon. I haven't done Google ads before. I should start doing it. Obviously you worry about being cost effective. You don't want people just clicking on your website and then not doing anything with it. So when they're there, you want to keep hold of them and maybe get their email address and everything so that you can nurture them in the future instead of them just disappearing and then you're wasting your pennies. So look into both of them, Google ads and Facebook ads. Hi Maureen. Okay, fab. Wow, loads of people. Thank you so much for joining, coming on. Please join if you haven't already. Hi. If you haven't already, join the Facebook group. So you can find that on and this is my main page, but you can find the Inspiring Creative Women Facebook group on my feed. I'm putting it at the top easily. I'll also put a link into the video down below. So do that, and please share and tell everyone about this, because we want loads of members and we just want to help as many people as we can. And we're doing loads of vlogs in the future and interviewing members. Also we have a celebrity of the week, so I always look at another great designer who's doing really well, or a businesswoman who's doing really well, and then put her up into the weekly newsletter. So if you've signed up to the website, you know, and I've got your email address, then you get a weekly newsletter which will have the blog and the inspiring, like, talented, what do you call them, famous person. Forgotten to catch that word that I said. And then every other week I'll also be interviewing someone from the members club. So please join, build this up, support it. Thank you so much. I'll let you go and you can have some dinner. All my cats have left, so I haven't got anyone today. They were here earlier playing with balls, but thank you. Speak to you soon. Bye.